It's me, Raj Baddhan here for Zee TV UK, of course, for BizAsiaLive.com and Leica Radio 1458. Very pleased to be on the sets of Kundali Bhagya, which is one of Zee TV's longest running shows. And not just that, but also one of the most loved shows as well. With me, as you can tell, is a beautiful lady sitting next to me, and that is Sana Sayyad, who joins me here. Sana, first of all, welcome. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
I've got to say, you look absolutely stunning. I always say that.
I would love to thank my entourage for that. The makeup team, the hair team, the costume team.
Oh.
It's just their magic.
No. Well done, well done. And can I just say, first of all, success of Kundali Bhagya. Well done, because after the Generation Leap, which was early in the year, it has continued to pull in audiences, continues to attract new audiences as well.
Yes, that's there. When I initially joined Kundali Bhagya, I was a little skeptical because Kundali Bhagya is already a hit show because of Shraddha and Dheeraj and other two Karans. But right now, after the leap, I wasn't very sure if the audience would welcome us or they would accept us the way they accepted them. Yeah. But it was really nice to see audience accepting us, accepting our characters, and giving us the same amount of love. So yeah, it's great. It's a good feeling.
And you know the good thing about also, I mean, because I check the trends all the time. So seeing Palveer getting, trending. It's to see that chemistry, obviously with you and Paras and of course Rajveer, is brilliant. So how does that make you feel that it's like a completely new generation, but still getting the same love?
I think I would give the credit to the writers and the director and the lighting team. The way they shoot it, the way they write the scene. We're just playing a part and we're doing our jobs. We're just saying whatever's written on the script. It's actually the magic of a writer, how a writer wants a couple to be seen. So I think obviously me and Paras have like a good chemistry. We are great friends. We keep passing jokes and we keep passing comments on each other, which makes it very easy for both of us to enact a scene. That's a plus point. And other than that, I think I would really love to give the credit to the direction department, to the writers, and the camera team.
Yeah, and Basir as well, because obviously he's another important part of the show. Yes. Tell us about your chemistry with Basir.
My chemistry with Basir is almost very natural. Basir is actually the first person who I vibed with on the set. Now, when I say vibe, I mean to say we think on the same wavelength. Yeah. There are often times where if there's anything funny happening around, me and Basir just look at each other and we know we're already thinking about the same thing, right? So that makes it very natural with Basir as well. And I would love to give the credit to Basir as well. I mean, he puts a lot of effort to make the scene look good. Yeah. A lot of people really like our pair as well. They're like Shalki. So that's also a nice thing. So the leap of Kundali Bhagya was supposed to be a triangle between me, Paras, and Basir. Yeah. And now that the triangle is playing out and the audience is liking it, I'm happy with it.
Oh, fantastic. That's great to know. I also want to ask you, because obviously we know that you as Sana, you've done shows for other channels, but is this your first show for Zee TV, I believe?
Yes.
It is, isn't it?
Yes, this is my first show for Zee TV.
So how is it in terms of a new home for you for Zee TV? How has it been in terms of working with Balaji for this?
In fact, it's not just my first time working with Zee TV, it's my first time working with Balaji as well. So both the experiences like great. I had never been associated with Zee. So this being my first show, I'm happy with the platform they've given me. And Balaji, I mean, no one needs to say how great Balaji is. Yeah. And seriously, if you are doing Indian television shows or if you are a part of Bollywood, you would know what Ekta Kapoor is. Yeah. She's such a big name, and it makes you feel really proud and content. I'm like really content knowing that I'm working for one of the best production houses in India, and it's a good thing. And
an award-winning one, because today we found out she got an Emmy Award, which is fantastic.
Yeah. Congratulations, Ekta ma'am.
Absolutely.
We're so proud.
Absolutely. I do want to also ask you, in terms of, you mentioned, obviously, you have so much fun on the sets. Tell us the kind of musty you have. I mean, because it's such a massive set, isn't it? So you can all kind of hide into each other's corners and do all sorts.
So what we're basically doing is, if I'm doing my clothes, generally Paras or Basir, they're standing on the corner wherever I'm looking at. They're just making stupid faces. Or if we've shared a common joke, they're rediscussing the same thing and they're enacting the same thing. So it's funny. I mean, sometimes we do get yelled at by the director that y'all are not taking it too seriously. It's not a bloody classroom. But then eventually even our director laughs, and it's like a laughter riot whenever three of us are together. It's a laughter riot.
Yeah. I said I can't help notice, but you're wearing the same kind of green shade as Boris's earlier. Is that something happening in the scene today?
Not really. That's not the scene, but our designer, it's her conscious habit. She tries to, like, give matching color combinations so that we look better together.
Interesting. I do also want to ask about your upcoming track. What's going to be happening? Give us a bit of a feeler for the fans that are watching.
So right now, Kundali Bhagya has finally taken the triangle. We've finally moved on to the angle where we get to see the triangle. There's like chemistry between me and Paras are already, we already like each other in the show, and Basir's character has newly found interest in my character, and now that we're getting our roka done. So roka is basically like fixing your marriage in Indian culture. So right now we're going to play the track of roka, where you'll get to see who gets married to whom and who gets roka fight to whom.
And we love weddings, don't we? So anything to do with weddings on the small screen.
It's like roka with a lot of twists and turns.
Fantastic. Well, it can't be an Indian drama without any of those twists and turns,
Yes,
right?
of course. The biggest drama in Indian television is usually on the shadis.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's going to be something dramatic that's about to happen, which is great to know. Also, away from that, Sana, I do want to ask you, I mean, London, what does London make you feel? How does it make you feel?
Oh my God, I have like at least 200 reels for travel to London saved in a collaboration with me and my husband, and I keep adding those reels and I keep reminding him, now I want to go to London. So London is, I think, London is one place I really want to be. I really want to visit, and I want to visit for like a month or two. Yeah. So that I live it up. Yeah, I want to enjoy it. I don't want to go there for a week and then have a heartburn and come back. Yeah. So London's beautiful, and I'm so glad that our show is doing great over there as well.
I mean, I did want to ask you, I mean, when it comes to London, I mean, you said you got all these reels saved. What is it about London that gives you that? Is it the cold weather? Is it the sea, the particular sightseeing? What is it?
The architecture, it's the lighting. I think Christmas is best celebrated in London. I have to give it to London. And I want to see the Disneyland. I want to see the Buckingham Palace. So there are a lot of things. And we've grown up watching movies which are generally based in London, Switzerland, USA. USA I've seen, I have to see Swiss, but I want to see London first.
It's so good to know, because I know that there's a lot of promoters that might be watching right now. So if there's any events that are happening, we need to call Sana.
Yes, please. That would be lovely.
I'm not sure whether Balaji will give you 2 months off.
I would take no cost. I mean, it's free of cost. You just get me to London.
Oh, okay. If it's muff, then we don't mind doing that.
You mean? I don't mind.
But 2 months though. I mean, 2 months will be a long break from Kundali. What would you do? Would you get like a body double? Someone else coming in your...
No, 2 months break, they would never. I mean, I recently visited USA and they gave me a break for 11 days. And I know how difficult it was to manage, because we had literally we had pre-shot a lot of things, and it was being telecasted with time. But the day I returned, I literally had to come back straight from the airport to the set, because there was like a lot of work piled up. And I had like a lot on my plate. So 10 days was so difficult. I don't know. If I'll say 2 months, they'll probably throw me out of the show or get a new palki. So I'm not saying that. But yes, I do wish to visit London, and for a very long time.
I do also want to ask you, generally away from when you're not shooting, which is probably not much, what do you like doing?
I'm not like a person who's very enthusiastic about going out or catching up. No. I like to catch up with my friends and family. I recently got married, so I really love to like spend time with my in-laws, and I live in a joint family. So I love to spend time with them only for a bit, like over breakfast maybe, and then go back to my room and just binge watch series. That's like my absolute favorite part time. You'll always find me on bed, eating my chips, eating my breakfast, dinner, lunch, only on the bed. I might just get out of the bed.
We can never
leave the
tell.
room.
With the way you're looking, having chips and watching Netflix, I don't think so.
Thanks to the genes.
It's brilliant. So what are you watching on Netflix? What are you binge watching at the moment?
I recently watched Bodies on Netflix
Oh, yes.
and
Yeah.
Fall of the House of Usher.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god,
yeah.
too good.
That's
I
the
am
horror.
like a big fan of thriller and
Thrillers and
spooky
horrors,
series.
Yeah. No, it's great. I just want to say thank you so much for your time, Sana. We waited a whole day just for you. And I'm so glad finally, because we saw you shooting outside for a little bit and we thought, you know what, abia hat aegi, but it was just one of those moments that we couldn't get you because I know you were...
It's the heat stroke, you
It
know.
is, yeah.
I am like, I'm generally a tough person, but whenever we're doing an outdoor scene and I have time to myself, as I mentioned, I love to sleep. So because I had like 5-6 hours break, I was like, listen, you know what? I'm removing my makeup, I'm removing my costume, and I'm going off to sleep. And then they woke me up. They're like, you have an interview. I was like, yeah, 5 minutes. And I snoozed back.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm really sorry about that.
No, don't be silly. Just a final message for all the fans that are watching right now in London and worldwide.
I just want to say, first of all, I would love to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a happy, prosperous New Year in advance. And I just want to say thank you so much for giving so much love to our show, for accepting our characters and loving them. And it's your love that has given 6 years to this show, and I hope we give 5 more years in this show as well, and then take a leap probably. So thank you so much, and keep watching Kundali Bhagya. Love you guys.
Thank you so much, Sana, for your time today. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh.